A scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Chippewas ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Arizona State's offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Dances away. He turns it loose to the left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, you start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Grab near the marker. It's Moss. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Sun Devils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his 2nd year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Could have won that football game. And Jesse, a superstar at the quarterback position.
They got a really good one coming back. No Cam Scattaboo this year, though, so they're going to have to find ways to be able to run the football effectively. That was a big part of their success a year ago.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Central Michigan Chippewas offense will have its first possession of the game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Lavis. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll pull it on the read. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Chippewas trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Chippewas need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moss. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage.
He's got it up to 20. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fullback's got it. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. The Chippewas are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Lavis. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Chippewas will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. On the ground, it's Udo. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's McClain. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Udo. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Lavis. He'll throw it. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Chippewas decide to punt it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
With their backs up against the wall.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Hawaii. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Back to throw, it's Lavis. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
All the way back to the 15. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air, it's Levitt. Bears the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Sun Devils need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Wide open spaces. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's loose. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Chippewas come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Labus. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Chippewas with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the Chippewas will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it on the option. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Makes it past the marker. He's up to 51 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. To the ground. He's got it again. Across the 25. Touchdown, Arizona State! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. There he goes. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, they're after him. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Turning on the Jets. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. On the option. He'll pitch it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Labus. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Chippewas will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The short hands, it's Moss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
He's up to 94 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Chippewas are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Chippewas will send out the punt unit. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run it to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Levin. They're working that left side. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Goes to the option. Hard running there. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Finds his man, it's Brown.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got him downfield.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so it's been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, He's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Finds a tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the